Hello, Mr. John Doe. How are you?
I'm good at yourself.
I'm doing well. So I am your counselor, Miss Harris, and I'm glad you're here to speak with me today. So a couple of things that I want to go over with you before we begin is I want to talk about your confidentiality. Everything we discuss during our session will be kept private. This means I won't share what you tell me with anyone outside of this setting unless you have given me permission to. However, there are a few there are a few exceptions to this rule. I am required by law to share information if you tell me about plans to harm yourself or anyone else, if I believe a child or elderly person or vulnerable adult is being abused or neglected, or if I'm ordered by a court to release information. But if any of these situations do come up, I will do my best to talk to you about it before taking any action. Do you have any questions about what confidentiality means?
No, I understand.
Okay. So first I wanted to talk about what brought you here today. I have an understanding that you're facing a little bit of anxiety when it comes to being around people and going certain places.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about that? Like, when did you start noticing or experiencing this?
I would say about 2 years ago.
Okay.
I was going out in the grocery store, in the market, sweating, anxiety was running real high. Of
Okay.
course, I just felt like it was something going on. I just couldn't get my hand around it at the time.
Okay. And during this time, like, did you have any like physical things that were going on with you? Did you have any like anything physically that bothered you? Were you having headaches? Did you have any feelings of like anxiety or anything like that?
Just anxiety, running real high.
Okay, and what would happen during that time?
Like I said, I would start sweating and feeling like nervous, like someone's like going to come near me and touch me.
Okay. So since you've been going through this, well, since you've noticed this within the last 2 years, have you been going anywhere? Have you been leaving the house? Or has that been something that has been really hard for you?
It's been really hard. Um, I'll say in the last year, I haven't left the house. It's been terrifying for me to even go step outside because how I might start feeling, and I don't want to freak people out.
Have you talked to anybody else about this? Any family members, any coworkers, any friends?
Mm, it's hard to talk about. I have some of my close friends that I talk to sometimes here and there. Some people might understand, some people might think I'm a freak, but it's hard. It's a hard competition. Man.
Well, I don't want you to think that you're a freak because that's not what it is. Everybody goes through their own things and handle them in different ways, but that's what you're here for today to talk about so we can try to figure out some coping mechanisms to see how I can help or how I can assist in getting you, out of this feeling of failing like you don't want to go anywhere or like you don't want to be around anyone. So my question to you is, has this in any way um basically change your relationship with those around you? Like, I know you said it's hard for you to talk to certain people because you don't want them to view you a certain way, but has there been any instances where people are now like shunning away because they don't know what's going on?
Yeah, it's a couple people, just always asking me. There's always something going on, like come out, come to a party, or come here, come there. I love watching basketball. Or come out and to a restaurant and watch basketball. Some of my friends used to always do that, and once that happened, it just stopped. I just feel like they don't understand. And the hardest part is, wanting to try to make them understand, but sometimes that conversation is hard because they're just going to ignore the fact that what I'm saying and stuff like, oh, this guy, he's just going through something or he's being dramatic. And that's not the case.
Mhm. Well, I definitely agree with that because you're not being dramatic. And like you said, it's not the case. And sometimes people don't understand. But um, I don't think that you should shy away because the people that understand and that love you and that care for you are going to want to know what's going on so they can be a part of your journey to assist and help make it better. So my next question for you is how do you go about since your friends don't understand and like you don't, well, you're not comfortable with telling them and everything like that, has it just been a situation where you're not talking to anybody altogether? Like, are you just alone most days or most of the time?
Um, yeah, most of the time I'm alone. I have about two coworkers that I work with for a long time. We're close. They come over time to time. And one of my coworkers, go to the market for me so I could put food in the house and everything like that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, my support cast is small. It's not big, but my support cast is the persons that understand what's going on and what I'm going
Mm-hmm.
through.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm good with just that. If it was just one person that understand, I'll be good with that. But unfortunately, I have two, and I feel like it's more than enough for me.
Okay. And what kind of work do you do?
I used to do construction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
And then
used
what
to
do you?
be. Now I'm just you know, I work from home.
Mm-hmm.
I answer calls like for like Verizon and different type of companies.
Okay. So when you have tried to be a part of public places and around people, um, did you ever experience any panic attacks?
Yes. I feel
Okay.
like I was suffocated. Like it was just horrible.
Okay.
Um, it's hard to explain the actual feeling. It just feels like everything just came in.
Okay. And have you spoken to a physician about this, or is this something that we are just like unpacking today?
Um, I spoke to a couple people about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think there's some special person out there that special in this. I just feel like it's something. I I just feel like it's something like
Okay.
unfortunately that happens to some people.
Okay. Well, that's the right way to think because unfortunately, this is something that happens to a lot of people, but it's also fortunate because that means that we know what steps to take in order to get you, feeling like yourself again. Um, are there any specific places that you avoid because you fear feeling like trapped or unsafe?
Um, Close areas, um, places where there are a lot of people, and I just feel like it just and everyone's around me just like closing in on me.
Okay. So do you go to like any family events? Do you go to um I don't know, like if your job has like a holiday party or something like that, are you a part of things like that?
Oh man, not in the right way. I haven't.
Okay. So are there certain times when your symptoms of anxiety, those heart palpitations or those anxiety attacks or panic attacks, are there times of the days when they are better or worse, or is it kind of like it's like it depends on where you are or where how you feel that day?
I think it's more depends on where I'm at. Like I
Okay.
could be, and when I'm home, I'm in my comfort zones, and when I'm outside, it's like when I was outside, it was like I wasn't comfortable at all. Even when I'm ordering food, like Uber Eats or DoorDash or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
I'll have the person sit it in a certain area where could use something like a gun or something to, grab it and bring it into,
So you don't want to go outside at all.
you know,
Okay. Okay. So tell me something that you wish was easier, like easy for you to do, like right now. What do you, if you could take away everything that you were going through and you were able to pick something right now that was easy for you to do, like what would it be?
going outside back outside with my friends. Like I said, we watch basketball a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
I love to get back out there and enjoy a game over some drinks and some wings or something like that. That'll be something I like to do.
Okay. What can you tell me something that that may have happened that made you feel this way? Like what is it, was there anything that happened where this started that you can remember, or do you just remember like waking up and feeling this one day?
Like I said in the beginning, the one time I was in the market and it just happened. Like I didn't think I woke up like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that day I went outside and I was in the market and it was only about three or four people around me and I was in the line getting some lunch meat and I just
Okay.
started sweating and feeling like someone was closing in on me and like it just felt crazy. Until the end of that day, I just kept feeling that way. I thought it was just, anxiety, but a week later I went to a little gathering and I felt the same way. And I was like, something ain't right.
Okay. What do you fear might happen if you go outside and if you're in these crowded places? Like what do you fear might happen besides the anxiety and the sweating? Like what do you think may happen in these situations?
Like I'll go out shop, might pass out or something like that. I fear that I would. And if no one's around to help me, no one's around to call for help. So I feel that something happened. I go on shock, I have a stroke or panic attacks. No one's there to help me. I might hurt myself.
Okay. Do you do you feel frustrated because of this?
Um,
Like do you want it to change? Or are you like okay where you are?
man, I wanted to change,
Mhm.
but of course it's very highly frustrated. But day by day, it becoming on me. Like this is it. This is how it gotta be. So
Okay.
like I said, I fear if I change the way how I'm feeling and I just take a chance on something might happen. And I don't want that to happen.
Okay. So what helps calm you in these situations? Like what helps you feel calm from this anxiety?
Um, just being in my comfort zone, like being in the house,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's either watching sports,
Mm-hmm.
playing a video game,
Mm-hmm.
surfing the internet, watching TikTok, just laughing,
Okay.
just in my space.
Mhm.
That's what comforts me.
That's good. So other than the coworker, I think you said that
Hmm.
does like runs for you,
Hmm.
like who do you turn to for support? Because I know you said that you don't really talk to people about it because you don't want them to view you a certain way. So who do you normally like turn to and talk to?
Other than that,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, it's two of them.
Okay.
It's Kim and Tim. So it's either one, whoever I can reach at the moment.
Okay.
Most of the time, both of them are available because they know sometimes when I'm just in my head, I get to
So
just
they
thinking about
know, so
stuff.
they know like how you feel. They know what's going on.
Yeah, I can actually talk to them.
Okay. And have you ever worked with a counselor or a therapist before in this?
Nope.
Okay. Well, thank you for allowing me to be the first person to help you. And I hope that we can definitely, set some goals with this and getting into that. What goals would you like to work towards? Even small ones. Like what would you like to work towards?
I mean, a small one would be, um, just trying to reach out to someone that I
Mm-hmm.
know that will understand how I'm feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and I could get more opinions than just, the two that I had.
Yeah.
And other than you, I just spoke to you
Mm-hmm.
prior to how I actually was having a little feeling the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And then you reached out to me yesterday about speaking on it. And I was like, something new, but it's good to talk to new people.
Well, that's good. And that is a step. So we're heading in the right direction. I want to congratulate you on taking that first step because there are many people that, are going through what you're going through and they haven't taken that step yet. So you are going in the right direction. Um, and you seem to be very on top of this. You seem to be very comfortable with where you are, although you do want some things to change. I just want to ask, like, through all that you felt, has there ever been any time where you felt anxious or trapped or thought about hurting yourself or something or anybody else?
Trap, yeah.
Okay, but
Hurting, harming someone or myself, no.
okay. And do
I
you
know.
feel and right now where you are at home, you do feel safe, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, what I know you said you wanted to do, as a small goal was start to, reach out to people and let them know what you're going through so that they can know what you're going through and so they can possibly be, supportive and help you in any way that they can. So because we're starting small and this is the first day, I just want to let you know that some things that I think we should work on, which are, for a starting point, is definitely because you're at home. We want to get you with some at home comfort goals. So with that, we want to focus on just building a calm and controlled environment inside of your safe space. So over the next couple of sessions, we'll dive into and talk about practicing relaxation and breathing exercises once a day. If that's something that you're not already doing, we will discuss keeping a journal to track your anxious thoughts and small victories. And small victories can be something as far as getting your food and instead of having DoorDash or whomever is delivering it, leave it right on your step, you may have them leave it on the second step. And then one day have them leave it on the third step. And you just taking those little inches to make sure that you are accomplishing what you need to accomplish. And this is not anything to push you. This is not something that we want somebody else to encourage you to do. This is something that we are going to work on encouraging you to want to do for yourself. And that's something that we will talk about again over the next couple of weeks. Um, you know, a lot of times you're having, these anxiety attacks and you're just feeling anxious. When you wake up in the morning, we're going to start focusing on like opening the curtains or opening the windows so you can feel and smell the environment and sometimes fresh air makes a difference. So that might be something that we want to work on, because that will also, like get your wheels spinning. And it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing, but what we want to work towards is it being something that is, a step in the right direction. Um, Even if you don't want to go outside, standing by the front door for a few minutes a day and focusing on slow breathing will probably be something that is definitely beneficial as well. And just think about, movies that you may watch or books that you may read and places that you see on commercials that you may want to go. Try to visualize and imagine going outside while practicing like calm breathing. And then once we talk about, what your small goals are and discuss like what you're comfortable with, we'll then further like, discuss like small steps beyond your comfort zone. But first, because of course we're just meeting, I want to make sure that you are comfortable with me because I don't want to push you to do anything that you're not ready for. And I also want you to know that I'm here for the betterment of you and to encourage you to be the best you that you can be. So what I want to do is I appreciate you so much for this like introduction into our relationship, and I appreciate you for trusting me. So going forward, if we can, I want to try to meet about twice a week for about an hour. If you feel like an hour is too much, then we can, break it down to 30 minutes. Um, and then we can go from there. So how does that sound to you?
It sounds great. Like I said, I'm up for the challenge. I'm ready to step up and try something new.
Okay. Well, great. So I am going to send you over all of my contact information. I'll have my secretary send you over the dates where you feel comfortable to start, and then we will go from there.
Sounds great.
Okay, thank you so much. So I look so forward to speaking with you again. Have a great day, okay?
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.